Hello, hello. No, maybe the lighting. We purchased the dolphin. Yeah, I'm gonna cook some goatee today, but first I gotta change my mate. We've been waiting like a year for this dolphin. This thing got leaked a year ago. Edit mate. Okay. Sugoi. Okay, so this is my first match for the Water Wind event. I haven't played a single match. Your joke is cryptic, I don't get it. But I do know his name. So I switched up my board breakers. I think I'm going to switch it up again because Lancia can still float into Trishula, and I'm expecting a lot of Lancias in this event. I haven't played a single match yet. If I use Raigeki or Dark Hole, he can still switch it up. So I think I'm going to go for Change of Heart instead. And maybe another Dark Ruler. Maybe more Imperms. Do I want it evenly? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to do another Imperm. Yeah, something like that. And I also moved Fishborg Harpooner to just 3 copies because I think Fishborg Harpooner is kind of a good out to Lancia. You can synchro with Harpooner into an Ascan or an Arian Post or whatever, and then you can use Graveyard Effect of Harpooner to negate the effects of one effect your opponent controls, so you can target General Ryo. I don't like General Ryo. I'm sure you guys have run into this a lot into the event. They have to discard 1 card or the effect is negated. So if we can negate that, then we don't have to worry about that. The other thing about Ascan is Ascan can target Lancia and banish it, and then Chain Link 1, activate Ascan to banish a card from your graveyard, a fish from your graveyard to special summon the Ascan. And because you get priority, you activate on Chain Link 1, Lancia activates on Chain Link 2. So when Lancia floats into a Trishula, they will miss timing. They won't be able to activate Trishula's effect to banish cards because Trishula is a 1 effect. Lancia will have to float on Chain Link 1. I didn't even play the festival yet because you said you were going to go live and cook with Goatee. Yeah. I've been doing some things. I had to go get some paperwork done. And today I was trying to figure out how to make my chat box transparent because I don't really like it sitting up there all black and taking up space. So I found a very recent code to make it transparent, but it seems like the little class that calls the YouTube chat just isn't working. I don't know what the new class is, so I'm gonna have to figure that out later. And yeah, I want to learn from you, the best waterbender. I'm gonna be trying a new or trying something different with Coelacanth. It's gonna involve two leaf fish. I've done a similar combo before. So you summon White Aura Porpoise. White Aura Porpoise summons one leaf fish and then the other leaf fish from the graveyard. And then you can use those two leaf fish for an Eggsy or yeah, for Eggsys. So I don't know if I want to do Dweller. I think I'm gonna stick with Kragan. But we're going to see what happens if Kragan is okay or if I need to go into Dweller. But I think I'm happy with this extra deck. The one of Trishula is there in case I have to steal a Lancia, and maybe I might get lucky and they remove their own Lancia and I float into a Trishula. Yeah, let's see. I think this is fine. I'm okay with going to 41. Okay, so first match, no match history. I finished the event with Phantasm Spiral. That's interesting. I haven't seen that deck in a while. It did get some new support in OCG. We're gonna go first. Look at that. White Aura Dolphin. This is a good hand for going first. We already got Snopios and everything. No Ash. Activate Sunfish, special summon the Sardine, and now we're cooking. We can go into our Aryan posts. It looks like the opponent doesn't have an Imperm, so we're going full combo here. Konami knew what they were doing when they made this event. Banishing Ash Blossom, Maxi, and Nibiru, just to make Coelacanth thrive under this environment. So we can go for Coelacanth here and banish Snopios, because we don't really need Snopios. Oh, okay, so the opponent's gonna scoop. They saw Coelacanth, they're like, nope, I'm not doing this. Wow. That's really cool. They really upgraded the mates here. Toad never did anything like this. Am I using? Is my video lagging on your guys' end? Okay. Hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, hopefully we get to see at least one combo, because I think a lot of people are just going to surrender as soon as they know that I'm searching Coelacanth and they can't stop me. I'm not going to use my special summon here. It looks like the opponent doesn't have Imperm. I wonder what's wrong with my camera. Oh well. Maybe it's this dolphin. Maybe this dolphin's making my camera lag. So we're just going to tribute everything. The opponent doesn't have a hand trap anyway, so we can do this. So what I want to do is I want to summon 2 tuners. If I didn't banish my Paces, if I didn't draw it, then I would have done Paces here. And then I'm going to use 2 Leafish. Do you plan on making a new Barian guide with the Utopic Lancer? I will do a video on sharks with Utopic Lancer. I'm not sure if there's anything new with Barians, but I'll look into that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make Aryan Posts. This is to get Shift in the graveyard. And with Shift in the graveyard, I can target the Coelacanth. This allows me to trigger Coelacanth. Coelacanth will tribute the Abyss Keeper and negate the Shift. And then I can go into White Orb Porpoise. I want to leave these 2 zones empty in case I need to link summon into Marince's Coral Anemone. With White Orb Porpoise, you special summon 1 fish, special summon a second copy of it from the graveyard. I missed timing. Oh yeah, that one missed timing, this one does not. So I can send Snopios to the graveyard. So if I had Paces in the graveyard, Snopios would be how I banish it, because I would link into Coral Anemone here, and then bring back a tuner. And synchro into Dragite. I think I misplayed here. I think I was supposed to use White Orb Porpoise as link material. So then I'd have 2 level 4 monsters on the field. So here I would banish Snopios. Add So if I left Leafish on the field, I could go into Kragan, get Keef, and I would have Keef, Paces, and Shift on the field. But because I kind of misplayed there, I'm going to have to go for something like Exit. Snopios will banish a Sardine. Activate Exeep. Add the Snopios to the hand, and with the 2 fish, we will Exeep summon. Here, we have both Schiff and Pacey's banished. Um, we could have gotten Keith, like I said, but that's fine. We'll activate Leafish to shuffle Arian Post, Abyss Keeper. Why not a second Arian Post? I'm going to leave Imperm on the field and end my turn. So this is a pretty good board here. I can go into 2 Deep Beyonds if I want. I have Stealth Kragan to protect my Schiff and Pacey's from battle, which is very important. Some people will try to get you to trigger your tuners early by going into the battle phase. And then I have Dragite to protect me from board breakers like Raigeki. So this is really hard to beat here. The opponent just ends their turn? What? This is the event. I guess my opponent just wanted to see me combo. I don't know what they were doing here. Maybe they just want to take damage? I don't know. Pacey's. Okay, that's cool. So did you guys like the combo? What kind of combos are you guys doing with Coelacanth? Damabia. Okay. This hand cannot play through an Imperm. So just please don't have an Imperm, please. Well, he doesn't have anything. You know, if they did have an Imperm here, I could always use the Fishborg Harpooner to summon Zep, Synchro into Dragite, search the deck, and end on a decent deck, or decent board there. So it did have a way to end on a decent board without, if I did get Impermed. But fortunately we did not, so we can full combo here. I'm going to go for Coelacanth. Get rid of you. And how was completing the event with ice barriers? Did you struggle? Was it good against most decks? How did you do against Goatee? I haven't fought a Ice Barrier deckless, so I'm interested to seeing how that matchup will go. I fought once, one of them in ranked, and it was pretty fun. We had a really good interaction, trying to get rid of each other's cards. So Pacey, Schiff, and 2 Leafish. We're going to go for Schiff first. A white or a standard combo can only usually banish just one of the goatee tuners. So if you're going to do a Coelacanth combo, you want to make sure that you're doing something better than what a standard white aura combo does. Standard white aura combo banishes one tuner, ends on Dragite, and ends on a Stealth Kragan with Snopios in the hand. So if you can do that plus more, then you're actually taking advantage of Coelacanth. Some people don't do this. They end up on a very similar end board as they would without Coelacanth. And it just makes not running Coelacanth worth it. It was fun and did most of the time going first. I struggled at first without knowing combos. Ice Barrier does seem like a deck that it's not easy to learn. Neither is Goatee, really. Miss timing and activate Leafish. We're going to send Snopios. This time we do have Pacey's in the graveyard, so we will banish Pacey's with Snopios. We'll link you and you. So it looks like it didn't matter where I put my Leafish, since I will be Eggsy summoning with them anyway. Go into Dragite. Banish Snopios. It did matter where I put Leafish, because now I can't summon Keef. Okay, that was a misplay. I'm gonna have to do that next time. I will get it right next time. So we can't summon Leafish in the wrong zone there. In the zone where we summon Marincess Coral Anemone. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna end our turn here. I'm thinking of another way to do this combo. If I send Keef to the graveyard with Leafish and add Snopios to my hand, that's actually a better combo, because then I can special summon Snopios. I won't negate that. I'll wait for them to use a board breaker. So I would send Keef to the graveyard with Leafish, add Snopios to my hand with Arian Combos, banish Keef and Pacey's from the graveyard with Snopios. And then link the Snopios and Marincess Coral Anemone with Abyss Keeper. This would let me add Snopios back to my hand when it leaves the field, it's banished, right? So then you add the Snopios back to your hand. And then you'd have Abyss Keeper on the field on top of having Keef, Shift, Pasties, Dragite, and Kragan. This is better because you can use Ascan to target the Abyss Keeper, so then Ascan doesn't have to leave the field. This allows you to do a double Deep Beyond. So that's a stronger board. So next time I'll show that combo. So this person has 3 cards in the back row. I don't know what they're playing. I'm going to have to go straight into Deep Beyond here. Oh, I feel bad for this. He's playing Storming Mirror Force. Metal Reflect Slime. Magical Cylinders. Target myself. Sykes will banish Pasties. No, wait. I think I'm supposed to banish Zep, but that's fine. We can still do a combo here. So if I add you to my hand for following turns, and then I can banish Snopios. Snopios will banish the Zep for me. Special summon the Zep. So when I choose which one, I'm going to go for the last one. Because usually people are afraid, so they leave their best card last. It's a Magic Cylinder. I'm going to banish Snopios. Aerian Post. Just so Keith has something good to summon from the banish zone if I need it. You even beat Mikonko as you bounced back damage with 2 Ice Barriers, and then they took my monster, which they didn't have to do. Then I attacked into my monster. Right on. You like this strategy. Which part of the strategy do you like? Oh. I'm going to summon you in the extra monster zone just to make space. Activate the field spell. Normally I would use Snopios to banish the Ascan in order to extend my board here, but if you have the field spell, it's much better. Leaves a space, so then when I banish Ascan, I can also banish Sykes. Sykes will banish the Paces. Here I'm gonna banish Sykes. Then with Ascan and Schiff, I'll go into Chenging. They do have cards in the graveyard, so I can trigger Schiff in the graveyard or Leafish. I will be using Leafish to shuffle Ascan back into the extra deck. Oh. And Aryan Post and Abyss Keeper. Activate Changing. I'm thinking about how the deck goes second. Well, so far, I've been very consistent at drawing at least one board breaker. A Dark Ruler No More, Change of Heart. So that's how I'm going second. So I have both tuners banished, and with this is a perfect board here. If I wasn't able to OTK here, I would still be able to use Keef to bring back Aryan Post or Sykes, so I can synchro into Ascan and Deep Beyond. I did struggle with Goatee more than banishing Shift to synchro on their turn. For example, I summoned the level 10 thinking I could banish cards, but was the wrong turn. Mainly comes with practice though, like I can watch videos of combos and struggle to put it into action. Yeah, you gotta practice. It's not just watching videos, but you also have to put it into action. So maybe I have to use my other camera because that's no bueno. Video capture. Maybe it's just my computer then, so I'm not lagging at all on your end. Well, it looks much better. What? Okay then. So, what are we at? 4? Oh, we're at 3. I'm not sure if I want to do Dweller or keep the Ascan. Or keep Stealth Kragan. We'll see. Okay, so this time we have to remember to not summon Leaffish in the Marensis Coral Anemone zone. And we're going to be sending Keef to the graveyard with Leaffish. So this time we're going second, and we drew a board breaker. We also have one way to play through a disruption. Oh, look, we're going against Phantasm. We have 2 ways to play through disruption, but this right here, no bueno. This Talents is a dead card. Thanks, Blair. Well, so far, none of my matches, Dweller or Kragan, really mattered. So, I mean, I'm hoping this person isn't playing that trap card that prevents you from synchro summoning, because that's a card that exists and is legal in this event. So I'm going to activate Abyss Shark. This is a tough match here, because I don't know what they have. Should I go for Leaffish? Or Minaruka? I think Minaruka's safe here because this can help me against a Floodgate. So I'm gonna keep that in there just in case. Hey Chris, how's it going, buddy? Can I not use the Goatee Field spell? I dismantled them because they were lackluster back then. I'm using the Goatee Field spell just in this event because Ash Blossom is banned in this event. So the Goatee Field spell is not as bad. It's still suboptimal compared to something like Ready Fusion or Prosperity, but it's still okay. Okay, so this person's gonna destroy my Sardine. For the event, I used a lot of monster stealing cards like Water Charmer, Tactics, and Enemy Controller. Yeah, Water Charmer is a pretty good one here for this event. So, I could summon Dweller. I mean, Stealth Kragan, pop that card. That would surprise them, I think. Let's see what they got. Solemn Judgment. We're still good. Okay. Not good with that. Another counter trap. So we're going to use the normal summon here. what I did was you opened a 10 pack with Raid Raptor Iceberry Jack, then spent the most of it on the Secret Raid Raptor pack. Another counter trap. No bueno. Okay, so this person just wants to counter trap me all day. Fine. It's gonna be one of those games. Maybe. See a sky. Yeah, Mr. Boy may have been a good option here. They had a spell that negated activation. Shame that he doesn't have an effect monster for you to use tactics. Yeah. If I run into these type of decks, I may have to consider running Duster instead of tactics. Maybe even Lightning Storm, actually. I'm not sure. We'll see. So, with Leafish, I can shuffle cards back into the deck. Special summon Exeep. Originally, I took out Tactics for Change of Heart because I thought this would be a bad card to add to the deck. I also had only one Imperm because I knew people would be playing decks that don't care about Imperm or Ash Blossom, or Ghost Mourner. So it was kind of a mistake to put them back. Let's see. Yeah, these two. Dang. We'll call it a day here. So this person got me. Really bad draws there. So I'm going to switch up my board breakers. Talents has got to go. I'm also going to consider running more Deepest Depths because in grind games like that, Deepest Depths is really good. Hmm. Going first. And there's the Imperm. Abyss Shark. Add Harpooner. So in a situation like this where you have Sykes in the hand and you can't summon it from the deck with Aryan Post, you can just special summon it with Abyss Keeper. We have Harpooner in the hand, so we will be able to special summon Coelacanth. No Nibiru, no problem. So we'll have to change up our combo since we do have Sykes on the field, but we do have a Leaf Fish already, so 2 tuners, 1 Leaf Fish. So here we'll have to go into Aryan Post. I can banish Keef. Shift will target the Coelacanth. Tribute the Abyss Keeper. Then we'll link into Coral Anemone with Coelacanth and the Sykes. Special summon the Leaf Fish. Since we already used Leaf Fish effect, that's not in play. If we go for yeah, I'll have to go for Dragite here. No. I can go for Porpoise first. So I'm not going to be able to summon Stealth Kragan, but I will go into Dweller. I mean, Dragite. Aryan Post will banish the... Should I banish Aryan Post? Yeah, I'm going to banish Aryan Post. Add the Snopios to the hand. We don't need Coelacanth anymore, so we'll leave it in the graveyard. So it doesn't matter if it gets banished on the opponent's turn. We'll end the turn here. We'll get Shift Paces and Keef back. That's a solid board. It's a little suboptimal. We don't have our Stealth Kragan, but that's fine. It's Flunder. Now he's activating this first. He could have a card that brings it back, and I don't like that. I'm going to have to negate it anyway. Flunder typically has board breakers, and this one definitely had a board breaker. So I'm forced to go into one here. We're going to go into... Should we go into Ascan? If I go into Will here, I can go into Deep Beyond and then use Sykes to go into... No, I'm going to go into this because I want to do a double Deep Beyond. So that's what we're going to do. You know, come to think of it, it actually would have been better for me to go into Ascan to get rid of that Flaungeries card and keep the Dragite there on the field, because I don't need Keef. Keef doesn't work against Flaungeries, so I would use Ascan to target the Keef and then remove their continuous spell. So I did misplay here. Fortunately for me, they didn't have a better board breaker than Lightning Storm. And because they had Lightning Storm, I'm assuming that means they ran into a lot of back row decks like Phantasm Spiral, so that's probably something I'm going to have to look forward to. So here I'm just... Should I? They could summon the one that negates. So I'm not going to summon it in attack position because they could summon the one that negates monsters if you have them in attack position. I haven't faced Majest Spectre yet. Good morning, Banded Keef. I like the name. But it should be spelled Bandit Keef, K-E-A-F. Merc of the Goatee. So they are going to go for Flaungeries and Empen. Good morning to the goatee. Okay, I don't like that they're banishing that card. They're going to use that to add it to the hand. No, they didn't add the continuous spell. They're going to add M-Pen? M-Pen is not once per turn. Just a reminder. So M-Pen is back in play. So I definitely didn't need to trigger Deep Beyond and summon him so early. So that was probably a misplay there too. So 2 misplays. Okay, he's got another continuous spell. So he wants me to trigger my Snopios early, perhaps? No, he's just going to go into the battle phase. Set the field spell. Activate the continuous spell. So this is a good time to summon Deep Beyond. We will be banishing Sykes with Snopios. I'm going to target myself. It's usually hard for me to know when to interrupt while playing Goatee. Yeah, there's a lot of chaining. It's very difficult, especially if I'm playing on the competitive ladder. Yeah, for sure. So I'm going to activate Zep, synchro into our second Deep Beyond. Some people think this is only once per turn, so they don't expect it. Okay, so banish the Sykes. We're going to go for the Shift. So now all of our tuners and Keef are banished. Only 22 seconds left on the clock. So the opponent's going to end their turn here. So we were comfortable enough to misplay twice and still leave them completely empty. We'll be able to summon 2 Deepions. Well, there goes our Deepion's attack. So what can we do here? We're going to use Paces. Special summon Snopios. Target the Snopios so it leaves the field. It will be banished. Do we have a level 8 to go into? Yeah. We can just jump straight into something like Sword Soul. We'll go in the extra monster zone. Activate Banish Ascan. Ascan will banish Keef. Here we can activate Shift. Well, we don't actually have to do any of this anymore. The opponent's going to scoop. Tired of waiting. So that was fun. One more match. I was thinking about going for Duster, but we're good. Going first. One for one. I prefer not to activate one for one. So I'm going to go for Sardine. So we have multiple ways to play through disruptions here. I can go for a Bishark. Looks like they don't have any disruptions, so I'm just going to full combo. What I like about Monster Reborn is I can use it to send... I can use Leafish to send Coelacanth to the graveyard and bring it back, or bring Coelacanth to the field with Monster Reborn. So when I start a combo with Sardine and a Bishark, instead of banishing a fish from my hand in order to summon Coelacanth, I'm going to banish the Abyss Shark. So we'll banish you. Sykes will add Coelacanth. There goes the Abyss Shark. So then I don't have to link away our Aryan posts. So Abyss Keeper special summons a Coelacanth. And we're going to discard the 1 for 1. We haven't used our normal summon yet, so that's good. The Scoopening. That's a treat. I love seeing the dolphin there. We can keep going. We got a lot more to go here. Whoops. Wait, before I continue, I'm going to have to collect some gems here, because I haven't done so in a while. And the dueling pass. You know, I haven't messed with it, but if I remember correctly, it negates the monster that was special summoned, doesn't it? For us, it's not going to be useful if it negates, but I'll have to look at it again. Hello, Henrik Hagenwolf. So, should we switch up the deck? Because I do want to play some other decks here. I want to test out a funny grass deck. So, I'll play this until I do a complete combo with Kragan and Dragite on the field, and both tuners and Keef. And then we'll switch to the grass goatee deck. So it's like Buzzsaw, it negates, it doesn't negate, it just prevents the effects from being activated. So you could use it to reborn Floodgates. I'm saving my imperm for my turn, just for Lancia. But yeah. But it could run it on opponent's turn to synchro off and negate effects of their monster. That's true, it is a quick effect. I don't think they're doing the combos right. White or whale? This guy's using the loner deck. Tribute any of Ice Barrier monsters, special summon from your deck, that many level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monsters with different names from each other. Typically you want to use this card after you have activated um, Mirror Mage's effect to tribute one monster and summon up to 3 tokens. So then you can tribute the tokens and summon 3 Ice Barrier monsters from your deck. So this person probably doesn't know. They just spent all of their resources just to summon 1 Lancia. So that was a really big misplay there. 3 cards for 1 level 10 Synchro is not really a good trade-off. So we saved our Imperm. I don't know what that is. Your opponent cannot activate effects or spawns. If a monster special summoned from the extra deck, you can return to the hand or shuffle into the deck 1 Ice Barrier monster you control. He doesn't have an Ice Barrier monster, so this card doesn't work. So it's basically a vanilla here. We're going to go for Mermaid Shark. Thank goodness Abyss Shark is not around to see this. So we're going to go for Harpooner. And because we did draw Mr. Sykes, we cannot go into Arian Post just yet. We're going to go for Abyss Keeper. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. You know this is negated. So we're going to banish Snopios for free. Some situations I would banish the Abyss Keeper so I can get rid of it. And we're going to get rid of it anyway. But in this case, I actually want to keep Abyss Keeper on the field because I'm going to get rid of this card back here. It says, yeah. So I'm just going to get rid of that trap card with Sykes. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't really need Sykes to come back anyway. So how am I going to get rid of Mr. Lancia? I am going to have to go into Leafish. Some of the errand posts to get my shift in the graveyard. So I'm going to summon Ascan just to get rid of Lancia. So Ascan activates Chainlink 1, Lancia on Chainlink 2. So the Trishula will miss timing. So now I have to get rid of this card without destroying it, so it doesn't float. So there's a couple ways to do this. Did I ever use my normal summon yet? No, I'm gonna have to synchro into Changing. But first we're gonna go into Dragite here. Aryan Post will banish you. No, I'm gonna banish you. So we'll add an extender. We're gonna summon Coral Anemone, special summon the tuner, so we can go into Changing. Turn Sardine into a tuner. Changing should be really fat now. So we'll activate Leafish. Target the Ascan, Aryan Post, Abyss Keeper. Yeah, I like those. Good, good, good. So we'll banish you. It's a lot of Mirror Mages. And you. Excited to see that grass build in action. I am too. That would have been way easier to out playing Sharks, with all respect, by the way. First of all, that was easy. They had a dead Lancia on the field. And second of all, Sharks would not have been able to OTK them unless they got into Dark Lancer. But yeah, Dark Lancer has a very easy way to out monsters just by sucking them up. But with synchro decks like Coelacanth, you do have to, like, it takes a lot of time because you have to do so many different combos to get to the board you want. It's not a easy deck to use where you just summon one XZ and wipe the board or something like that. Going first. In my case, I didn't have the resources to make a deck, but loners are all okay. I think Ice Barrier is good, but struggle against Clear Wing Synchros. Haven't faced Clear Wing Synchros, so I don't know what that's like yet in this event. What's your opinion on Abyss Dweller with Goatee? So the options that I have for summoning an XZ at the end of my combo is that I can go into a level 4 XZ with Abyss Shark and Leafish. So I will be able to go into either Stealth Kragan. Oh no, I can't go into Stealth Kragan. Yeah, I can go into Stealth Kragan. I use 2 Leafishes. So I can go into Stealth Kragan or Abyss Dweller, I mean. So I would only go into Abyss Dweller if I think the meta is relevant for it. I don't think that's the case here in this event. I haven't really fought any decks that really need the graveyard except Ice Barriers. And if I'm going first against Ice Barriers, I usually win anyway. in something like ranked, when you are up against something like Fire King, and Tearlament and all these other decks, it would be wise to use Dweller over Stealth Kragan. That is an option. Here we're going to banish you. Sunfish, special summon. Sykes, the opponent paused the game. I don't know what he has. Oh, I didn't have to do that. I could have banished, I wonder what the opponent has in their hand. It's freaking me out. So I'm going to be forced to discard the Change of Heart in case they have something weird, like a negation. But there really is no negation right now that can stop me except, like, I think maybe Heavenly. But nobody's playing that. So, Schiff. What else? Pacey's. Have I used the normal summon? No. So I can go for Leafish. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Oh, maybe it wasn't a hand trap. I think they were just having connection issues. Yeah, they're having connection issues. I should mention about the Dweller comment is that Dweller is only capable of being summoned with the Coelacanth combo that I do that summons 2 Leafish to Exi summon. It's not going to be very easy to summon in a standard Goatee deck because they all struggle to get 2 level 4 fish on the field. Usually you get a Biskeeper with Leafish, but that's not going to get you to Dweller. It's only going to get you to Kragan. So, it's not so easy. So, one more time. We'll see if we can do full combo with Kragan. But if not, we'll go for the grass deck. You are going second. Another good hand, they just keep coming. So, we got Change of Heart, Little Monster Reborn, and we're playing against Florandrees. I wasn't expecting to see Florandrees that often. A lot of people were telling me they just weren't seeing it. So, oh, another M-Pen. Well, they contribute my monster. We drew Sykes again. Okay, so we can go for Zep, Abyss Shark, and then we'll go for Fishborg, Sykes. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, so they're going to tribute this. I can go for Fishborg afterwards. Avian is banned. I just remembered that. So I've been cautious in the last game because I thought they could summon Avian. So it's good that they can't do that. Eglin. Tribute. Okay. So you're just going to spam the field now, or no? Okay. So that's a water monster. So I could steal that. Or I can steal you. Not sure what I want to do here. Because if I steal you, I don't have water monsters on the field. We'll go for Fishborg Harpooner now. Thinking. If I go... I don't know what that card is. It could be another Imperm. But I have to get rid of Empen. Before I go into Abyss Keeper. But the problem is, if I go into Abyss Keeper and that is an Imperm, I'm screwed. What could I revive, though, if I do this? Because I want to go into Abyss Keeper to summon Leaffish, revive something. I can't revive Coelacanth because I have no cards in my hand. Well, actually, I could. But... I would have to get Leaffish in the graveyard by going into the battle phase and destroying it. Oh. You can banish one card from your hand? He doesn't need the trap card to book me. He already has this. Well, I'm running out of time, so I can't even send Coelacanth to the graveyard if I wanted to. So I'm gonna go for Shift. By flipping his own M pen face down, I'll be able to keep it. No, he can't. Only his cards? Okay. So I'll just go in the battle phase here. I'm going to bring back my Sykes, so I have something with Keith to do things with. Do things with Shift. Hopefully I'll be able to do a Deep Beyond with Shift plus Sykes. Shift plus Sykes into Ascan. Ascan then banishes Sykes from the graveyard. Sykes banishes Zep, and yeah, we could go to Deep Beyond that way. Hopefully. Assuming that's not an imperm back there. It may have been better for me to use Abyss Keeper to banish this card back here. And then go into the battle phase and have them trigger that. Well, it looks like they don't have an imperm, otherwise they would have used it here. So it's not an imperm. That's good. I don't know what it is. Maybe that Unexplored Winds trap card? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it will be recorded. I've only been doing Coelacanth combos. Oh, that was a misplay. If I banish Sykes instead, then I could have gotten a search. Oh well. Wasn't thinking there. Hopefully we'll still be able to wipe the board here though. But I really need that Sykes to give me some follow-up play because we have nothing. All we have is that Leaf Fish in the graveyard. Oh no, the Leaf Fish is in the graveyard. So we have nothing. So the opponent will try to target. One of my monsters and shuffle it back. Hopefully they don't shuffle The shift back. I don't want them to shuffle shift back. Maybe this actually was better. Because if I had went for Sykes, they would have shuffled Ascan before I could summon Deep Beyond. So actually this ended up going in my favor. So yeah, YouTube saves videos that I really don't even want to be saved. I have to go out of my way to delete them. So, there we go. Board wipe. What was it? It was a crossout designator. I've learned so much already. I love this deck. It's so much fun and very interesting on playing in on your opponent's turn. Yes, it's really fun. Oh, we got it. Nicely done. Love it. So, that was fun. I'm going to save my deck here by screenshotting it. Oh. Oh, yeah, I think I got it. Now we're going to copy the grass deck. So, yeah, there we go. So, grass is fun. We get 3 copies plus 4 copies of grass. And no ash means they can't stop it. And we'll have 7 copies if you include Thrust going second. I'm not sure if I want Dark Ruler or something else though. Royal Evenly. That's a good trade. Duster seems like a good option. I've been facing a lot of back row decks lately. I don't think I'll ever use Ron right now. My lips are dry. Alright, I'm gonna get some water. Oh, I got water. Okie doke. No grass, but we can full combo here. What hand trap could they possibly have? What hand trap triggers without a monster effect on the field in this event? It's not Droll. Because they were activating it before I searched. What could it be? Okay, well, I need to look at your deck because I need to know what possible thing could be pausing the game right now. It's Ursartic. It wasn't Goatee. That would have been an option, yeah. It could have been Snopios, but it could have been Ursartic too. Wait, did we really get 5 in a row with Goatee? Yes. So we can report that. I'm going to screenshot that later. Going first. We got grass. We also got reincarnation. So I'm gonna do you. So I don't want to banish Zep, so I'm gonna have to use my normal summon. I think I only have one Zep in this deck. So the game paused, likely has Imperm, or Snopios, or Sartic. I don't know which it is. You saw a guy main decking 3 Lorpar as a negate. Lopar? What's Lopar? What do we got? We only got Snopios and Schiff, and Leaffish and Ice Barrier. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Should I... Yeah, I'm gonna activate Ice Barrier. To add a Bishark to the hand. And this is one of the downsides to doing a grass deck. Too many options, you get overloaded. So I'm gonna go for Snopios and Schiff. I'll banish the Nimble. So I'm hoping they negate my Coral Anemone. Because I don't need this to resolve. The field spell is good in a grass deck because it just gives you a free way to get a free field spell, because eventually you will have a fish on the field that you don't really need to resolve. I don't have Exeep in this deck. That's weird. I should have Exeep in this deck. Dang, maybe I should have kept Sardine in here because I have white Sunfish. I forgot about that. Okay, well, the opponent doesn't like that. They know I can full combo there, and they only had one hand trap, so... So that's grass. It's really hard to stop someone from doing a combo if you have grass. It's like drawing 20 cards. How can you stop someone from drawing 20 cards in a meta with no Ash Blossom? Well, I will have to add Ash Blossom. Exeep after this match because I did forget. Yeah, I can do that. So I was going to go for Leafish first by summoning it with Tuna in case they have an Imperm. Because I don't want them to Imperm Arian Post. But because I have Gold Sark, I can afford to have Imperm on Arian Post. I was going to show you guys this combo. It's really good. Fishborg Harpooner discards Nimble Angler. Nimble Angler triggers in the graveyard to special summon 2 Nimbles on the field. And you basically have the exact same field as Sardine and Sunfish, because that's a level 4 tuner plus 2 level 2 monsters that can go into Arian Posts with a free level 2 body on the field. Thank you, Harunke. Have a good day. Oh, Dragon Maid Lopar, that's what you meant, Trugs Tungsten. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have to bait with Leafish. Keef. So you can't stop this combo with Imperm, because if they negate Abyss Keeper, I can still go into Fishborg Harpooner. If they save the Imperm for Coelacanth, well, Coelacanth will just trigger its effect to negate cards that target and tribute the Abyss Keeper. I did have Exeep in my hand. Where was it in that last match? I don't know. So, 2-2, 2-2. Okay, so I don't think I've done this combo with Sykes. I don't know if I want to do it right now. If I send Sykes, banish a card, special summon it, add a card, banish Sykes. Yeah, I can do that. It's better this way. Then I'll have something to bring back from the banish zone with Keef. So, gonna banish Keef, special summon Sykes, add a fish. We'll add the Snopios now. Get rid of Sykes. Here we can go ahead and banish the Abyss Keeper. Destroy the Abyss Keeper. Tribute the Abyss Keeper with Coelacanth. Yeah, I like the Dolphin Mate too. It's really cool. So cute. So, um, did I misplay again? Oh no, I didn't. So, that's fine. I can go into Stealth Kragan here. Because we already banished Keith, so we don't have to worry about that. I'll add Zeb to my hand. Why not? So, I'm going to activate Leaf Fish to shuffle Abyss Keeper, you, and Exit. Yeah, I'll do that. Evenly matched. So what I want to do now, though, is get rid of that Pacey's in the graveyard. So there goes him. Link into Abyss Keeper again. And then get rid of the Abyss Shark. So this is a really good board. Got my Dragite, got my Kragan, got a fish to banish with Ascan on the field. And then I'll get Keith Pacey's and Schiff. Have you considered Awakening of the Possessed Gigabyte? It's really easy to make with the Nimble package. I started using it due to the lack of decent water link monsters. I have used Gigabyte before. I don't think there's a water monster I haven't used. And what are you using the Gigabyte for? You're just using it to link? Okay, what is this? It's Magispector. It can't be destroyed by card effects. If you control a Majestic monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one Magister spell in your graveyard, set it. So he's probably not going to activate it yet. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, they will. Is this one immune to card destruction? It's also immune to card destruction. I don't think I've faced Magispector before. So what is this? This card is Link Summon. You can add 2 face-up pendulum monsters from your extra deck to your hand. Then you can add up to 2 pendulum monsters with different names from your deck to your face-up extra deck. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Well, you're going away. I don't like you. I guess we don't need Sykes. I'm gonna go for Aryan Post instead because that will give me a search without having to banish any of my own cards. It doesn't have a pendulum effect. This one doesn't either. I'm not really a fan of Moray Greed. But it would work in this event because we don't really need that much. Oh, I could have negated that. I'm running out of time here. I'm going to have to start doing something. I might just wipe the board right now. But the thing about Gigabyte is that it gives you a free draw at the cost of um, basically tributing two of your own monsters in order to get it on the field. You need a spellcaster and um, a water monster. So you're trading two cards for one and drawing a card. But you're usually trading three cards because usually to get a spellcaster you need to link into a link 2. Okay, so what are we going to do here? I'm going to banish Ascan. Uh, I could have hit for 8,000. It also adds bricks to your deck. So something I try to do is with this deck, there's like almost no bricks. Um, Coelacanth, Sykes are things you have to worry about, but you can summon these with the Biskeeper. Um, the Nimbles are kind of bricky, and I didn't really want more than that. It's also a predominantly fish deck. A lot of fish things happening here. I ended up taking the Ice Barrier package out. I did have Mirror Mage in there because if you do mill it, you can get some draws. It gives you a free tuner on the field. But I got rid of that too because it required that you have 2 bricks in your deck. Georges and the Freezing Chain spell card. So, opponent going first, and I have Thrust, but a bricky hand. I got my Sunfish, Coelacanth, and Ice Barrier, and Zep. That's not good. Oh, so the opponent is playing a deck that Thrust likes, so I will be able to mill grass for free. Love that. Oh, it's not Goatee, it's Gishki. Okay. Hi, Fish Monster. Count with a bunch of one-off names and 3 copies of Moray Greed. Hi Fish, yes, Hi Fish Monster count. Are you also playing a grass deck, or are you just playing 40 card size deck with Nimbles, some Goatee, Moray Greed, Gigabyte? Okay, well, they are going to use Bubble Reef. Good news for me. But I'm getting monster negated twice. Hmm. This could hurt me if I mill both sardines. So we're good. But he's probably going to negate my sardine anyway, right? You can still synchro with goatee. You're just going to need to do a little bit more than... You're going to have to summon a bit more monsters than you normally would. So they used up their first negate. So we're going to go for Ice Barrier. We're going to get the Sykes in the graveyard. And we'll add... We'll add Mermaid Shark to the hand. That's a good add. And then we're going to go for... what could we go for? Why not just do it now? Tidal Dragon activate, banish you and you. Nimble. He could negate this. It would be a good negate. I wouldn't care if you did. Hey, Caillou. So I want him to negate this. Oh, okay then. That's fine. So I can add you. Who's it gonna be? I can get rid of you. Sardine? Yeah, I can get rid of Sardine. Look at you, getting big, Mrs. Bubble Reef. I'm going to tribute these two. Hey Atlas, I'm glad you enjoyed my content. Come on, negate it. Just do it. Your thumbnail for the stream worries me a little. Looks like you're doing some unsavory things to that dolphin mate. Hey, you put your mind there. All I'm doing is scratching its back. So, summon the coelacanth. And now we can special summon the Abyss Shark. activate Abyss Keeper. Get rid of you. Yep, you're gonna have to activate that. Sorry, buddy. It would be kind of funny to use area. He has nothing though. Should I just go for Abyss Keeper? Nah, I don't need to do that. We're gonna OTK here. Goatee, I was about to call it the goatee event because that's what it feels like. We're doing really good. So, oh, I don't have another tuner. That's fine. So, Fishborg? Why not? We're gonna fill out the banish pile here. Why not? No, I want to use Chinging. I'll do the fish. Yay! Now Dragite. That's true too. This is the ice barrier event, but I've only faced one. Maybe if I get higher. Have I actually faced ice barrier? Yeah, I faced one today. I haven't faced any goatee decks. So because of this, we can now activate Chenging. Pretty sure we got all our tuners banished. No, we still have Shift in the graveyard. So you're going away, and Gishi's going away. A standard goatee deck probably wouldn't be able to play through two negations very easily. This is why I like Coelacanth, because Coelacanth just rocks. But, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Grass did a lot of heavy lifting there. Ice Barrier's popularity rating is now 3.98%. Is that if you're just counting the event and ranked, or is that just also ranked? Because that's very interesting. I faced a few goatee players too. I feel bad to kick another fish a man, to be honest. I was hoping to run into more goatee players. I don't think I've run into one. So we're doing really well here. Um, let's see. I don't think I'd change anything. I mean, I'm not really using Fishborg Launcher. I only have him in there in case I need to start a combo with Tidal Dragon. You discard a card, send Launcher to the graveyard just to get a card on the field, but like you're probably going to want to send Nimble Angler anyway. So I'm going to take you out, and I'm going to put maybe another field spell or another board breaker. Dark Ruler would be nice. Rageki's also nice. It's not nice against Lancia. Ice Barrier is very toxic with Floodgay. That's an interesting way to phrase that. Daru, are there any decks you're looking forward to that aren't water? Am I looking forward to a non-water archetype? Fiendsmith, but only because I want to play around with it in a water deck. I'm looking forward to Tenpai because I'm looking forward to playing against it, not to play it. I'm looking forward to full power Fire King for the same reason. I want to play against it, and I want to put out the fire. That's it, really. I'm not looking forward to any non-water decks to play unless I'm using them as an engine. Here we go, Lancia, and I'm running 2 Ice Barrier bricks. What? Thinking about an out with just Mermaid Shark and Abyss Shark. So I would search Harpooner, and one of them would search for okay, that's not good for me at all. Not looking good. Some people don't count Rika as a water deck. It's a plant deck. So I can look forward to a plant deck. Hard to break this board. Fishborg Harpooner can break this board. Fishborg puts a level 4 fish. So Fishborg Launcher plus a level 4 fish can summon Ascan to banish the Lancia, and it would force the Trishula to miss timing. And then the Fishborg Launcher in the graveyard can negate General Ryo. So that's how I would get rid of this board. But the problem here is he has Jameer, which is extremely problematic for my deck. I know, I was saying Rika. I was starting a different conversation. I know what Rika is. So. Is this targeting? It's not targeting, so they won't know what I'm negating. Man, oh man, I don't know. I special summon a Bitch Shark. Hits me with General Ryo. But I have ice barriers to discard. That's good. So I can use ice barriers to search for Coelacanth, right? Hmm. Um. Another thing I can do is I can flip their monsters face down with Zelantis. So I'm running out of time here. I have to make a choice. Yeah, I'm gonna add you. Well, if he summons Greet Georges, I can't activate Fishborg Harpooner anymore. So that's a bummer. I can at least use Ice Barrier to search for Gamma Seal, but then I won't be able to do Coelacanth combos. I don't want to do that. Oh, I already used a normal summon. What am I doing? Um. Well, I found a way out, but it really depends on... Oh, I don't have Gamma Seal in my deck? I swear I had it. Well, that's gonna screw everything up. I can't do anything now. Well, there goes my hopes and dreams. It's a bit too late to do anything fancy, though. I took too long to come up with an out. This is gonna cost me. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of time. I was gonna use Atlantis, flip everything face down, and then go into the battle phase to destroy their monsters. But at least I found an out. I'm gonna have to go into the deck here and add Gamma Seal because that's no bueno. You made me go first? Thank you. But what could you possibly be playing that you're fine with going second? Do you have like every board breaker in the game? Doesn't have a hand trap. Oh, you have to win 4 battles going second? Do you regret making me go first now? Big fish hits the field. We're going to discard that ice barrier. We don't want it on the field. We can activate shift now. Oh, no, we banish shift. So we can't do that. I may have to fiddle around here. Oh, there's another thing I can do if I mess up like this. Yeah, we can do that. It took down my timer by doing this, but that's fine. So we can reset the field if we misplay. I used coral anemone already. Okay. But now we have to shuffle some things back into the deck. You. Do I want to do you again? Why not? Tuner. You. So I go Aryan Pose. No, I don't need you. Aryan Pose, and then you. Yeah, I do need you. That's fine. I'm expecting some fat board breakers here. Banish the Paces. Summon Snopios, target itself. Tribute that Snopios for a Bizkeeper, just so Ascan has something to banish. And get my Snopios back. We'll banish Tuna. And we're good. This is hard to break. So, I'm afraid of Dark Ruler no more, so I am going to shotgun Jameer. Because that's a scary thing, if they have that. Wait, I didn't banish Keef. Huh. I thought I did, but oh well. I think it was Freaky Fish Guy. Yay! Too good. What were you playing though? Ah, 3 darks, a Regeki, Lightning Storm, evenly. So they didn't draw the evenly. And they probably didn't draw the Imperm. They just drew like Regeki, Lightning Storm. They didn't draw Dark Ruler. I played against Lyrilless yesterday and took longer to win as some effects only affected that card, and I thought it was all of them. But when I realized I destroyed all 4 of their XZs and then won. Right on. Is it really 5 o'clock? I'm gonna have to grab some water after this. Interesting hand. So we'll get the angler in the graveyard. 2 fish on the field. Basically, my ready fusion. I got a level 4. But I don't like that. The opponent has something weird. If they imperm, I'm probably not going to be able to do a Coelacanth combo here. If I go for him and they imperm, I can't do anything but go into Dragite or something, so I can't do that. I will have to go into Aryan Post. I don't have a choice. They put me in a corner. Can this banish from hand? No, it has to be in the graveyard. If I do that, I can special summon him. No, that's not worth it. I'm going to go for Aryan Post. I could have gone for White or Porpoise, but I'm going for this. Nothing? I could go for Keef, but I'd rather go for Snopios, and then this is pretty risky because I won't have Snopios in my hand. So if they Dark Ruler than me, then I'm screwed. Nib, Ash, Veiler, Maxi, all banned. It's great for Coelacanth. Um, he's like, he's still going? Why? Because you got an imperm. So I'm going to summon Dragite in the extra monster zone because I'm going to need some space. I'm going to search for Keef. So I'll have Schiff, Paces, and Keef all on the field. What else besides drinking water? Do you shower with water too? Stop obsessing over water, Deru. Well, how about no? Thoughts on if Zep's first effect was a quick effect, would it be too good? I think it would be too good. You could activate it at any point during your opponent's turn. Yeah, we would be cracked turn 0 goatee. Nothing would be able to stop us. 3 Hoppier, 3 Zep, 3 Snopios. Zep would banish Sykes. Oh, you're just gonna do that to my Schiff? Well, that was a good choice because that stopped me from doing Ascan double deep yawn. But that's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, thanks, Peace Walker. What's your favorite brand of water bottle? I don't drink water bottles. Plastic is not good for the ocean, which is not good for the animals that dwell there. Sorry, Imperm, I'm not going to let you resolve. Hey, but I'm not perfect. I still buy things with plastic. I mean, it's kind of unavoidable, right? But drinking water is one of those easy things, or drinking out of water bottles is one of those easy things I can avoid because I've always gotten one of those reusable big jugs and filled that with water. My dad worked at a water company, so we always got water. Do I go for Aryan Post then? No, Sykes looks like a good option here. So, Sykes, search the deck. And I'm going to give myself some follow-up play. Banish you. Do I want you back on the field? Sure, why not? Let's go. I think Double Deep Beyond is back on the menu. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's not. I still need Shift to do that Double Deep Beyond, but it's negated. That was a good match. For me. Okay. I need a water break here. So let me grab a glass. Be right back. All the goatees are based off of real fish. The Deep Beyond is based off of a myth called Bahamut. Is it a Turkish? Zakaria. Let me open my window capture. Goatee. It looks Arabic, also known as Qazvini. He was a cosmographer and geographer. He belonged to a family of jurists. What? What is this? Persian scientist. So Deep Beyond is a Bahamut. A Bahamut is, according to a Persian scientist, is a monster that lies deep below, underpinning the support structure that holds up the earth. So this is Bahamut. He's like a goatfish, and somehow Deep Beyond is based off of this, the fish that holds up the earth. As for the design of goatee, I don't know. Pisces is a Dumbo octopus. Zep is a lionfish. Schiff is a sea angel. If you guys want to see what a Dumbo octopus looks like, it looks like this. That's Pisces. Zep, a lionfish. I'm sure you guys have seen this one before. Aryan Post is a sea snake. Sykes is an anglerfish. Ascan is a chimera. It's a cartilaginous fish in the order Chimeriforms, known informally as ghost sharks, ratfish, spookfish, or rabbitfish. That's spooky. That's like nightmare fuel right there. Yeah, I can see Ascan. Yeah, I wasn't sure what Ascan was, but now I know. Googling is a Portuguese man of war. Those are jellyfishes. I mean, I don't see it. Doesn't look like it would taste too good either. So is there something we would change? I don't think so. The deck's doing really good. I only lost one and it was a misplay. I definitely had that match. They only had one card in the hand. If only I had thought faster. Ocean so big, beautiful, and spooky. The very deep sea is very spooky. And I believe all of these are deep sea dwellers. So they're all based off of deep sea monsters. I don't think that's a coincidence because they are an archetype that goes really well with deep sea coelacanth. I'm deciding if I want to go for Sykes, normal summon it, or normal summon the leaf fish. I think I'm going to go for leaf fish, so I'm going to have to get Nimbles in the graveyard. Is there an Imperm? There is an Imperm. So I will have to go for leaf fish and hope that they negate this. Okay, so they fell for the bait. Let's hope they don't have another one. It's over. Keef. White or porpoise. I have to remember to put you there. So porpoise goes in the zone under Marinsis Coral Anemone. So we can special summon 2 leaf fish. One of those leaf fish will miss timing. Oh, we already activated that. What am I talking about? But we don't need to activate it since we banished Keef anyway. So we didn't have to send it to the graveyard. So now we can banish Keef, or Shift. Shift will target Coelacanth. Activate Coelacanth, tribute the Abyss Keeper. With Coelacanth and our white aura porpoise, we'll bring a tuner to the field. We can bring you. Now we can search for our Snopios. We'll banish you. So we can't shuffle Abysskeeper back. So that's fine. I'd prefer having Abysskeeper on the field when I link summon our Snopios away. I have to activate Snopios to banish the Paces. Now we can link our Snopios. Need to make space for Keef, Schiff, and Paces. Snopios will banish you. Alright, so we're good. I'll let you have that. I'd rather negate a board breaker. This guy's got a lot of draw power here. What kind of deck is this? What water deck? Oh. Now I understand. Can you only activate one? I'm gonna let that slide. He could have board breakers. He could also have a second field spell. It's not once per turn. I'm not negating that. Nice try, buddy. Two. I did put myself in an awkward position here because I can't just go into an Ascan. He could be saving a really good counter trap or, yeah, some type of card in his hand. I'm gonna let it slide. Why not? He's not doing anything here. Oh, nothing? Oh! We still got Dragon Ruler, so we can combo. Yeah, we're gonna go for Sykes instead. So I'm not gonna banish the shift because I may need that in order to push for an OTK. Well, they only have 6,000 life, so I can do it. Yeah, we'll go for Mermaid. Get rid of you. Start shuffling some cards in here. You. Oh. Oh, let's see if I can grab anything from the deck. Yeah, okay, I'll get you. I don't need a tuner. Good morning, hero. That should be enough. Okay, we're very close to finishing this. We're doing really well so far. We lost twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 and 2 is not a bad ratio. I think I'm gonna call it for today. Yeah, so thanks for joining the stream, you guys. I'm gonna finish getting the rest of the gems tomorrow. It's really late here. It's like 5 in the morning now. So thank you, Peace Walker. Thank you, Tungsten. Thank you, Mike Thomas. Thank you, GC Hero. I'll see you guys next time.